Mix hot. Mix. No. Stick your nose on the light bulb. No. Be a good boy. No, you want to eat it. Come on. Morning. It's about 9 o'clock. Max woke me up. He wanted to cuddle and have love and get something to eat. That's what he told me this morning time. Oh, yeah. Some things about people, when they tell you the truth, about certain things that happen to them. And it sounds like a lot of stuff. Well, basically it is when they're telling you the truth. And it's a lot of stuff. A lot of people want certain realities of truth for themselves. And I can understand that. That's just being realistic, They want to understand. They want to experience it. They'll show all their feelings towards it, the truth about certain things. They'll and they'll get mad at you for having it. They'll show their feelings towards you. Well, share their feelings towards you, even if you like it or not. And that's to be understood. That's just being realistic. They'll hate you, or they'll like you, or both. They'll get mad at you. They'll be sad about it. They'll cry about it. They'll laugh about it. Basically, they're getting a sensory overload. Me? I've had a sensory overload too. But I had to manage my emotions towards this. I did cry a lot. I'm happy about it. I'm sad about it. I'm angry about it. Everything. But when you start saying bad words to people who really have the truth, real truth, about their experience, about something that they have experienced, well, you can either not talk to those people anymore or try to help them understand by talking to them. And if they still come off as being a smartass towards you, well, just leave them alone. It's the best you can do. Because you tried, and you're the one who has to deal with this. Not them. Not them by any means. They're not going to come knocking on your door, on your front door. They're not going to come knocking on your front door anytime soon, because they're angry with you for having the truth. Me? I got to accept this because it's a part of my life. It's not a part of theirs. These things didn't happen to them. They didn't happen to them. And then when you, just like I said, when you try to explain it, they'll call you a liar. They'll make fun of you, call you bad names. Those people, they are not looking out for your best interest. They're not your friends. They'll never be your friends because they have hate towards you. And then you'll see them creeping on you, acting like a real creep, looking at your information. You know, it's like, why are you looking then? Why are you looking? If you don't believe me, why are you still here every day looking at my content? I told the truth. It's recorded and documented, not just by me, but by thousands upon thousands of people. Something that I have to deal with each and every single day when I wake up in the morning or right before I go to bed at night. They'll feel all the emotions. They'll get the sensory overload. Well, that comes with it. I'm going to be truthful. I'm not going to hold any punches. I'm not going to, I'm not going to hold back. I'm just going to tell you like it is. And that's the only way I can tell it. How it actually happened. What I gave witness to, what I have experienced. What I was a participant in. Not just by being an observer. So Max decided to come up here. He wants to be with his daddy, and he's laying down right now, and he has his little head on me because he's a lover. He's a love. He loves his daddy real big. He's my little buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. He cries. If I go outside, he cries about it. He's a good boy. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. A lot of people, they're coming in to know about certain things that they've always wanted to know. Yeah. You're learning. Looking for people's content, asking them for if you can share your information so that way we can put a better context of trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. Get a fuzz. Trying to put, this all into a better context. And I can understand that. I've been doing that all my life. And here in the past 10 years, even more so. It's like when you're a kid and you fall down or you climb up a tree, which I haven't seen kids do today. No kids ever climb trees anymore. That's unheard of. Oh, that's a tree. Oh, yeah? You don't feel anything? Nah. What if there was fruit, an apple, or an orange up there? Would you go get it? No. I want to go play video games. But anyway, if you were to fall down or get in trouble, if you were to get in trouble, and you know if you were a kid and you were in big trouble and you were going to get a spanking by your mom or your dad, the best thing to do is try to tell the truth, even if it scares the shit out of you or not. So you can come clean with it. You have to be strong. You have to have courage. You have to know how that your parents are going to act towards you when you tell them that you broke something, or how you did it, and it was an accident, or if you were just goofing off. You know, he's such a big boy. It's by telling the truth. It takes courage, especially when you're doing it in front of people who want to know this certain reality of truth. What you can do is the best that you can. And if it's not good enough for them, and if they start saying bad words towards you, well, just leave those people alone. I was a little kid. I was just a little kid, and all this stuff happened. And I tell the truth about it every day because it is of great importance. It is of great importance. And what happened to me is of great historical importance. It's not just interesting. It's not interesting. It's of great historical importance. I got to time travel all through history, and I got to help. It's like when your mom gets home, or you and your mom or you and your dad get home from the grocery store, and you have all those bags full of food, you're going to have to help. You can't just run off into the house. Some kids do that. Me, I helped. Because I also wanted to know what was, something good to eat for me after I got done. I love me something for a treat. I love me some serious grub. I love me some food. Let's not mess around. Let's go. Come on. And it makes you feel stronger when you're carrying those bags full of groceries into your house. It makes you feel stronger when you're a kid because you helped and you're being good. Well, I got to help. Helping is good. Helping gets things done. I like to get things done. I don't like to sit around my apartment all day. I already have the proof. I had it for thousands of years and even millions of years about certain things. I got stacks upon stacks of pictures I haven't even posted yet I would like help to carry these groceries into the house. I'm older now. You know? I would like help to have put this into a better context. Sometimes I am omitting something. I am omitting something. Sometimes I admit that I lack a better context of putting all this together. So that way everybody can share equally. The first time, I have so much information. So much information. It's literally coming out of my ears. But that's just me. You know. What was the never mind. All I can do is just do my best. And if it's not good enough for a lot of people, well, I'm sorry. I've been trying. I tried contacting the President of the United States many times. Obama, President Trump, contacting the White House. I even contacted the Secret Service. I even contacted all of the military branches. I even went to the different military branches. We can't help you. Are you frickin' kidding me? You want to learn all this information because it is of great historical significance. Are you kidding me? We can't. Maybe I should start saying, I can't help any of you. I can't help you. I can't help you. Because I don't want to. I have other things to do. I can't help you. Go away. I don't want to help you. Go away. I don't care about what you want. Go away. Do you see me acting that way? Do you see me acting that way? No, you don't. Let's be realistic. No, you don't. All I can do is my best. And this little tiny device that I hold in my hand. No real way to get this information out to the masses of hundreds of millions of people, even billions of people, because it is of such incredible importance. I got proof, fact of heaven, and I know everything about it. I even have pictures of me in heaven and on earth at the same time. No other human is capable of doing such. I know what I'm talking about. I have proof of people from another world who I've came in contact with all my life. I have their pictures. I can show you what they look like, just like that. I got pictures of me recorded on petroglyphs that are over 10,000 years old. And I helped make them. I was the little artist when I was a child. I used to help make them with my elders. With these same two hands over 10,000 years ago. Before any of you were born. I know about our true history without speculating, without looking on the internet. And I have the proof of it. I could post it just like that. Interesting? I don't think so. Incredibly important information? With facts? Yes, I know so. Because I helped make it. I was the one carrying the grocery bags into the house, you could say. But getting back to the people who, will show their feelings towards you once they find out, certain realities of truth. A great and historical important information, or great historical important information. They get happy. They listen. They look, they see. They hear. They hear and listen. They look and they see. They understand. They can comprehend. And they're happy. And then a couple days later on, they'll get sad. They'll see all this information and they'll get sad. And then a couple days after that, they'll get frustrated. And then a couple days after that, they'll get mad. I've already felt all that. I felt it when I was walking Mother Earth over 10,000 years ago, and over 20,000 years ago, and over hundreds of years ago, and even over millions of years ago. I felt all those things too. But I did it first. You see, I did it first. I know exactly how a lot of you people will think, and how you will feel about all this. Hey, it's not easy. I'll tell you that. If you felt for one moment what I feel inside, you would actually get down on your hands and knees and you would be crying so hard, you would not be able to stand up for the rest of your life. And to have walked as long as I have walked over thousands of years ago, you couldn't take another step for the rest of your life. You would be that tired of walking. And to have crossed the deserts like I have crossed over thousands of years ago, you would drink rivers dry. You would be so thirsty. You wouldn't be able to handle it. I have all this. I've handled it. But I was just a kid. I was going through all this. I kept it all together. I kept it all together. I had to. I was surviving. It was about survival. And I died, physically. And I went to heaven. To die before your natural physical childbirth, not a past life experience, not an incarnation, is the greatest transcendence of all. I fought evil in heaven. Became of heaven. Was born in heaven before my natural childbirth. And on earth at the same time. You can't imagine the feelings I have inside. That's called pure divinity. Surpassing spirituality. I got buckets of pure divinity. I know everything about it. I know everything about divinity. I know everything about heaven. I don't know everything about the elders who are of extraterrestrial in origin. They're just my family members. They're only going to tell me what they want to tell me. Being realistic and telling the truth. Through telepathy, they're only going to tell you what they want to tell you through telepathy. Just like a conversation. If I stopped this conversation right now, you wouldn't know anything. And just sat there and looked at you. But through telepathy, it's the same thing. It's the same thing as communicating. But only you can feel, you can experience the feeling between you both and communicate. It's a totally different way of communicating. You can't lie. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You cannot lie. Especially divinity. Divinity cannot lie. It's impossible. But through telepathy, you can experience what other people know. Everything. It is what it is. And I got to experience that, and I'm still experiencing that today. It's a lot of stuff. I try not to get the sensory overload. I hold it all together. I'm trying to hold it all together. Keep it down to earth. Be realistic. Be morally correct about all this. It's a lot of stuff. And then when you try to explain to someone who's going to show you disrespect, and you can feel it because you can sense it in the tone of their voice. Being me, being who I am and what I've experienced in my life, you can't lie to me about anything. Remember, I have extraterrestrial implants. I know what those are for. So, I'm the one who has to deal with all this, not you. And if you find yourself getting mad at me, just know how I feel about it too. How I feel about all this too. It's really great. It's really cool. It's awesome. It's interesting. Like so many have said to me. It's incredible stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Wow, I can't believe all this. You're lying. You're a liar. And then say a lot of bad words. Well, then you just don't talk to those people again. They're not going to listen. They have already made up their mind. But you'll find them looking at your content here and there, acting like a creep, instead of being honest to themselves first. I know, thank you. Evidence, having evidence, real evidence that is highly superior to what the humans can comprehend today, be it more evolved, is not an absence of evidence. It takes time to learn what I have learned. It takes time. You just can't consume the knowledge that I have and the wisdom and the proof and the truth of things that I've experienced just in 5 minutes. You can't. It's impossible. Because it took millions of years And being millions of years old is older than all of you. And that's just the truth of it. I've been ridiculed by pure idiots. I've been ridiculed by true, pure idiots who don't know jack shit about anything. Called bad names by idiots. And then to watch people who respect me don't say anything. It's like, well, you could have said something. You could have stood up for me, because I can't guard my comments on the YouTube 24 hours a day. I can just turn off the comments and then no one will be allowed to say anything. Is that what people want, me to turn off my comments and for people not to say anything towards me? I shouldn't have to. People should be respectful, especially when it's such great historical importance. And people who say that they are true field investigators, the top of the field investigator line about all extraterrestrials, who know so much, who wrote books after books. How come they didn't know that a child has been here for over, let's just give it a rough number, I always say, 20 million years? How come they didn't know that a child has been here for 20 million years? How come they didn't know that this child is also recorded with other people who have been here just as long? How come they didn't know that? They're not the top of anything. They're just merely talking. Me, I've already walked the walk. Now I get to talk the talk of it. I've walked the walk. I get to talk the talk of it. But I try to be civil, respectful, loving. I'm very brave, very strong, courage, loyalty. I just try to be the best me that I can be, even though I fought the greatest of evils and have the pictures of it. So I get ridiculed by idiots who say that I'm a field investigator. I look on the computer for my information. I look at other people's content. I'm typing. Field investigator my ass. I've met many of those people on the internet. That's all they are. Nothing. Doing nothing. Not helping with the groceries. Then they don't get no food. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes. People called me crazy. And people called me crazy? No. I've always been here. I've been here for millions of years. I see you people acting crazy all the time. Time does tell all. The truth always comes out. You can't You can't absorb. You cannot absorb the greatest truth with the proof in a matter of 5 minutes. You can't observe the greatest proof and the truth in a year. You can't absorb the proof and truth that I have in 20 years. I'm still doing things that shake the foundations of your science. I'm shaking the foundations of your science, your religion, and your superstitious beliefs, and so much more. And I'm not even trying. You know? So, I've already walked the walk. Now I get to talk the talk of it. And try to have a life. Try to have a life in the meantime. You know? So, I got my meow meows, my kitty cats. I got this little crappy apartment. I got little to no food. Pam, she helps me with food. Perduk, my Perdu, she's real nice to me. She knows. Every time it's kind of hard not to see everything in here, because I've been recording and documenting the best that I can for the thousands and millions of years that I've been here, because it is of great historical significance. I became someone of great historical significance because I helped. And I like that for me. And I'm just going to be a good person and tell the truth as best as I can. And if it's not good enough for some people, well, then, go away then. I'm still going to be me, regardless of what you think. I'm not going to make any compromises for any of you. There are no compromises. I'm your eldest brother. Now, I said you can either help with the groceries, get off your butt and help with the groceries, bring them into the house, or you're not going to get nothing to eat. How you like that? And you know I don't play games. I'm your brother, your eldest. And I like to have fun too, you know. I don't play the video games no more like I used to when I was a kid because, well, the games that I used to play, they don't make them anymore. And they don't have arcades around here. All you do is sit your butt on the couch, and that's no fun. That's not fun for me. I want to hear that quarter drop in that machine and go blub blub. 1 credit. Boosh. Player 1. Instead of this. Instead of this. I'm winning. I'm winning. Oh, man. And then rage quit. Bash. That's what people do. Because they can't handle it. They get that sensory overload. Me? I win. I won a long time ago. I win. I win. I won. I won. I won. Cue the music. You know? So, and I'm not trying to come off as Mr. Smarty Pants, you know. It's a lot of knowing that I have. I would rather have me to be on one of these panels with these people who speak in front of a group of people and explain things, you know, than to have someone speculate and then contradict their speculations while looking on the internet, speaking in front of people. You know. Oh, sorry. I skinned my Furby. Looks good, doesn't he? It's kind of neat. Look at that. Look at all those gizmos. Look at that. And it still works, too. He still works. You know. Here's his speaker. His eyes. Doot, 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 doot. I skinned him. It was getting dusty, real old, you know. So I just took the fake stuff off. That was a facade. And I looked inside. All kinds of gears and gizmos. Little doodads. Little buttons. Here's a little button right here. You press it and it makes a noise. It does something. But it is no of great importance. It's just a toy. It was an expensive toy back in the day. These things sold for almost like $100, and people went nuts for them for 1 year on Christmas. People bought these 1 year for Christmas because they were out of stock for a couple of $1,000s each on the, internet. Or what was it, the internet? I don't know. They were selling these things. Woo, these things jumped up in price. Now here it sits. Many years later, no one hardly remembers them. You see, because it's been here for so long, you don't remember. But I do. And I've been watching you. I'm one of your watchers. Recording, documenting everything. Been here for a really long time. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, But if we do things together, well, those groceries can get into the house faster. No one ever thinks of that, though. No one's knocking out my door going, I want to learn. I'm not going to do this all the time on the internet. I refuse. It shows me a great deal of disrespect. It's a lack of respect on my part. It's a lack of respect on everybody else's part. I'm not going to do it all the time on this internet. Give out the world's greatest information on the internet. I refuse. I can be stubborn. Albert Einstein said, with great recognition comes great success. Well, don't we all want the recognition? Don't we want better success for all of ourselves? Well, nothing's going to get done with it all hanging here. I have the world's greatest of information. It's like, hello, anybody in there? And then people would say bad words towards me. Who don't know anything? Just being pure stupid. That ain't my problem. That's theirs. Me, I'm going to be a nice guy. Good person. But I'm going to be strong. Strong, I'm going to be firm about all of it. That's just me. I had to be strong when I was a kid. I was strong, and I am strong, still today. And I'm not coming off as mean. A lot of people think I'm mean. I'm not mean. I'm not a bad person. I've been through a lot. If you've been here as long as I have, you get tired of waiting. You'd want things done. You learn to grow impatient. You would be impatient because you don't have a car. You wish you had a car. You wish you had money so you can go back to these places that you once were and do a whole lot more. A whole lot more. And show people this is what this means. And everybody goes, whoa, this is the most incredible news in all of history. This is so important, so big. And here I am just going, this is what this means. See? Look. They go, who are you? And then when they hear the real truth of it, they go, you're a liar. And I go, here we go again. Another person. One of those people. I've dealt with people like that for the last 10 years. So they'll go through the paces. They'll go through the anger. They'll go through the happiness. They'll go through the wow. They'll go through the sadness. They'll go through the anger. They'll go through everything, all the emotion. But me, I'll still be here. No one knocking on my door. And I'm not going to do it all the time on the internet. Give out the world's greatest information on the internet. That shows me a great deal of disrespect. I'm just being honest. Scientists, people at NASA, the people in the government, they get credibility for little. I've already made all these major discoveries many thousands and millions of years ago. Where's my party at? With great recognition comes great success. But when I say this, I say it this way. With great recognition comes great success for all of us. Not for just myself, but for all of us. And I'm sure you all agree with that. But I've tried, like I said, I've tried contacting the White House, the military, NASA many times. Try to get on these radio shows that they do nowadays with the podcast, they call it, the podcasts. Only to be called a what if. A what if. It shows me right away that those people don't know what they're talking about because I've been here longer than they have. And I know more. And I have all the proof. You don't call someone a what if when he has the proof and truth of things that is science, fact, practical application. I'm not your what if. I would say to people who call me a what if, put your what if in your pocket. Boom, pictures, boom, proof, truth, boom, in your face. What if I just go like this, take all my stuff and take it away from you? What if? That can be done too. I don't have to share. I don't have to come forward with any of this. I'm helping all of us by bringing those groceries in. And I'm doing it by myself. And I shouldn't have to. We should be a family. We should all help. For someone who's been here for so long, to help all of you. Help me to help all of you. You know. It makes sense, doesn't it? And then you go outside and you see a whole lot of crazy. That doesn't make no sense. It doesn't have to be that way. I didn't approve of anything like that. I've been here longer than all of you. Being your eldest elder, I didn't say yes to bad things. And look how many bad things that are happening. Don't you like it when good things are going in a good way? For everybody. Everybody's happy. Well, ain't nothing gonna get done. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't. Because they say, what if? And I can't. I am the proof. I am the proof. I'm the truth. And I'm the way. My son said that also. People listen to him. But you guys today, you guys are nuts. Only the people, the true people who are listening, only the true people who understand, who can see, who can hear and listen, who can look and see into the proof, who can listen to me, who can look and see into the proof, and who can listen and hear will understand. Other than that, when they take 5 minutes to look, 10 minutes to look, they're not going to learn anything. Learning sometimes doesn't come easy for people, and especially people who never knew anything at all. It takes even longer. Don't think of this as I'm preaching and stuff. I'm just telling the truth, and you know how it is. I got meows going crazy, chasing each other. I'm hungry. I want a sandwich or something. I'm hungry. I want to have fun too, If I had money, if I had a car and a vehicle, I would go get things done. But ain't no one knocking on my door. Bummer, isn't it? How do you think I feel? Love you. Amen.